Despite my interest in baristaing and wanting to be a brewer of coffee, fun but sad fact, barista things, like the items necessary to brew coffee like in a fancy way, is kind of expensive to get those. Hence why I never really talk much about wanting to be one or like doing it ever in my streams, because it's a bit expensive. It's a bit of a splurge. Enjoying coffee and being a coffee hobby, like enjoying coffee is fine. It's not that expensive, but if you want to really have a hobby of being a coffee barista, it's quite the expensive hobby. Well, it depends, boss. A grinder and a French press is not that high, but I don't know in ID. It can get kind of pricey. It can kind of get pricey a little bit. I'm into specialty coffee world. A good coffee grinding costs you about 300. Hang. Ho. We call those hobbies a job. I guess so. I guess being a coffee barista can already like just full on be a job, but some people are just baristaing for shits and giggles. Barista fun. Thanks. Instant coffee is the way to go for me. Honestly, not everybody has the time to brew coffee, fancy coffee, so understandable. Have a nice day. Starting the happy boss barista fun. I am cool. I thought you already got that kind of stuff like grinder and dripper as a coffee enjoyer. Nah. I for the longest time, like, I have a grinder. It's a gift from a fan way back then. But getting the beans, getting the roasted beans and the steep and everything to be able to use it kind of takes up a lot of time. I didn't know that. Yeah. It was very old. It's like back when I just started streaming in my first ever convention. The first ever NIJISANJI ID like booth. Somebody sent just a full-on coffee grinder and I was like, oh nice, thanks. I appreciate it. Back when NIJISANJI still accept gift and ID still got PO box. It wasn't a PO box. It was a... So what happened was back then, we appeared in a convention, a local convention here. There was just straight up like a little gift box that you can give to Sunset Barbecue at the time. It was just us three. It was a NIJISANJI booth that had like gift area that you could just put things on it. But back then, that existed. That was also the first time I've ever looked at NIJISANJI ID fans live on stage, because I was on the stage too and I got to see them like just going and like at the time there was like a bunch of like jokes about me saying like socialización or like telling my chat to socialize more. There's also jokes about pink ship where I like played Destiny 2 and really enjoyed a cute pink ship, and I remember seeing that live and seeing people like hold like little papers and stuff that just says all of that, and it made me so like, oh my god, this is real. Like, I think at that point, I had like probably 100 viewers. Like 100 or like even less. 100 to 200, I think, of viewers. Or maybe even less. I don't think even 200. 200 is like a pretty chunky like stream. Like 100-ish viewers. And it didn't feel very real when I streamed. Like, it didn't feel like a big number. You know what I mean? Like, it never felt like I never really cared too much about the number till in the first place, but like it never felt 100 people were watching me kind of deal. And then on that point on the stage, when I first saw a bunch of like, NIJISANJI ID fans just straight up being in the front line cheering us on the stage, I think that's when it started feeling like I was like, oh shit, whoa, right, 100 people is a lot of people. And ever since that, I've been extremely glad with how many amounts of viewers I get. It makes me glad to see that people just kind of don't mind sitting down and watching me and stuff. I remember when you got 300 viewers in one stream and it surprised you. Yeah. I mean, it still does whenever I reach like 300. Like, it still alarms me slightly, even though you would like, I think my chat would be like, I mean, Hana, you normally get 300 is actually low. Actually, usually Hanmok, you get like around here. And I'm like, I don't know, the fact that there's like 300 people watching me is still pretty crazy. I don't know about you.